Have you ever seen anyone online, right? Like who is having 10x less skills than you, but making 10x more impact, 10x more money, traveling the world, having the time freedom, money freedom, travel freedom? Now, then, this video is for you. In the next few minutes, I will show you exactly, without learning much new skills, by using your existing skills, how you can make like 10x more impact and make a huge dent in the world. Okay, let me share you my screen and tell you exactly how you can go about. See, how to sell anything effectively, right? How you can make whatever you have done in your annually in the next 30 days by creating the ultimate like sales system, by having the ultimate product service. Now first let's understand how to sell effectively, multiply your income, right? Because systems scale, not stress. One of the big problem what most people have today is like having so much of stress and everything. Now see, just for you, for the people who don't know more about me, for the new people, I've interviewed and learned from some of the best people one on one, right? Including like the top marketers in the world like Anik Singhal, Neil Patel, Dan Henry, Parthiv Shah. I can go on, right? There are like 200 millionaires names. And I have also interviewed people like billionaires like Naveen Jain. They had invited me to like USA, Seattle, right? And in this video, I'll tell you exactly how you can make 10x more money by not learning more skills. See, one of the most important like millionaire mindset is like there are like three levels of like selling. Level one of selling is like one-to-one sales, right? Where you go to someone, pick them on a call, hello, namaste, good morning, good evening, right? I do this. Here is my product, here is my service, right? And level two is like going to some networking events like masterminds where you think there is high potential somebody can actually buy your product and service. And level 3 is like having a scalable system, right? Like the top 0.1% of the world is using, whereas whole world is like stuck at like 90%. Now if you see like AI agents, AI is coming left, right and center, right, throughout America, throughout Asia, everywhere. Like the cost cutting is happening. If you see like the US dollar, right, they are not able to print more money. There is more uh, death happening and like so many crises, right? And learning and having this most important skill is the ultimate, right? And why most people struggle is like they struggle trading time for money, brute forcing outdated skills by no leverage and like no automation. Now you can write down what is your biggest bottleneck holding you back to make like 10x sales. Imagine you made $10,000. What is stopping you to make $100,000? Imagine you have done $100,000. What is stopping you to make $1,000,000? Write it down. Pause the video and like write it down. And once that is very clear, let me tell you a story, right? There was a piano teacher like few days back I had read. The teacher, like a traditional conventional school, when she was going and teaching, when he was going and teaching, he was hardly making like $20,000 a year. That is like 17.5 lakh rupees in Indian rupees. Whereas that same teacher went on to start teaching people like piano, right? Like Sari, Gama, Pada, Nisa online. And he was able to make 50 times more. Can you even imagine that? He didn't teach something different, right? He taught the same thing what he was teaching for like so many years. He didn't work hard, but he worked like smart. He picked the right vehicle. Understanding and moving in the right vehicle is one of the most important thing, right? Which I can tell you. In fact, a few days back, when I had bought this, I'll tell you that story as well, right? Now, few days back when I bought this book, Alex Armozy, right? I highly recommend everyone to read this book. Alex was telling it is not about your skills or like knowledge. It's all about like picking the right vehicle. Now imagine if I have to go from Bangalore, from Indranagar to like Majestic, it is like so many kilometers. It will take me like half an hour. Now imagine like walking, right? Half a mile, 12 minutes. Like if I have to go in a bike, it is like much faster. Imagine if I'm like driving in a car, I can go even more faster. Imagine when I'm flying, we don't know how many miles or like kilometers the aeroplane can go, right? Even though the person is same, whereas if I'm using walking, it will take more time. Bike, it is little bit faster. Driving even more faster. Like flying a aeroplane even more faster. If I have a rocket, even more faster, right? It's all about picking the right vehicle. Someone is making $10,000, $100,000, $1 million, $10 million. It's all possible. You have to pick the right vehicle. Now I will tell you how you can at least make $100,000 or $1 million by picking the right vehicle. Now imagine there is a bag, okay? On the right side, there is $100,000. There is just 20 kilometers away. You have to walk in order to reach that bag. Whereas on my left side, like there is 1 kilometer, there is a car and you can go and drive it. And like then you can come towards the opposite direction. Now, if you just see, most people, unless they are like mad or like some crazy, they will never choose the right direction. They'll go with the left direction because all they have to do is walk for 1 kilometer and take that car and go towards the right side. And that is what exactly I'm just telling you right now, right? It's all about the same effort but the different vehicle. It is easier to make $10 million, $100,000, $1 million if you pick the right vehicle. I'll tell you why. See, because the cost of execution right now, it is almost zero. Do you all agree with it? Every business needs lakhs and crores, right? Before, business needed like lakhs, like thousands and crores of rupees. Imagine if you have to set up a hotel, there's so much of infrastructure cost involved, like the right place, like MJ Road, like the famous street, the famous building, the cost, the team, and everything. Now today everything is like so easy. All it takes is your commitment, perseverance, and determination, which is absolutely free, and your discipline, right? You don't need to be like a billionaire. And AI tools and automation. Nowadays, like AI agents can literally do hard, heavy lifting like ChatGPT, Perplexity. You can use these tools like crazy, like next level. You don't need fancy offices, no big team. Forget about having 10 people, 100 people on your payroll, no huge capital, just systems and like clarity and consistency. Now, to sell anything online, all we need is like six most important thing. One is like your niche, right? Whom you want to help. An offer, right? Offer so good that people, people will feel bad if they have to tell no, right? And a funnel, like a sales system to sell effectively, and then a copy, right? Like telling about what is the problem, what is the solution, why they have to buy your product and service. A design, aesthetics, and automation so that people can come again and again and buy your products. And master these are the most important things, and that is what can help you to sell anything, whether you want to reach your 1 crore, 10 crores, 100 crores, or whatever it is. Now, if you see, there are just three niches in the world, right? One is health, wealth, and like relationship. Every problem in the world comes because of either money, health, or like relationship. Do you all agree or not? Right? And that's why solve rich people's problem, you get paid more, right? And list down what is the niche you are more excited about and what is that like you want to solve. Write it down, pause the video and like write down. And then now if you see, many will be like, how to sell, what is the most effective way? Let me tell you, right? See, everything in the world, every damn thing in the world comes under like four main things. One is like education. If you see, the courses, the coaching, the consulting, the one-to-one, all this comes under like education, right? Which comes under like information, which I can tell, right? I can just put it out as an information as well, right? And the second one is like service, right? Marketing service, like running performance ads, video editing services, tech and software, right? Like apps, software as a service, right? Like if you see many tools like SaaS, Universe, Go High Level, ClickFunnels, these are all like softwares. Physical products like books, devices. Now imagine if I have to sell something like this. So water bottle, right? Which is tangible and I need to give it to someone or I want to use it, right? And it's like buying a product and then shipping it, right? And these are like the four different ways to sell anything, and that's how the money is made. And picking the vehicle determines like your leverage, right? What is that one thing you already know, right? Now, once you have picked your vehicle, right? Now, Russell Brunson calls in his very famous book, right? I think the book is in my bookshelf, like the .com secret, expert secret, traffic secrets, right? Ultimately, if one has to reach 10x income, make their $100,000, $1 million, right? These are the three most important things. In fact, Russell Brunson consults coaches, consultants, business owners, leaders. It will cost more than $100,000 if you are taking help of Russell Brunson, where he'll help you understand what is the hook, right? How to grab someone's attention. Second thing is like what should be the story, the epiphany bridge, right? Like your hero journey, how you went from broke to like superhero, which can inspire the people. And third is like an irresistible offer, right? Give them so much value. If someone is paying you $100, give them value worth like $1,000, right? How to make it like so good. These are the three most important things. Once your hook is right, your story is right, like your micro stories, the offer, what your audience want, right? Now see, the old way of selling, that is what I hate, right? The old way of selling. Now imagine if you're doing like a cold call, right? 100 calls a day, like 10 replies, and if you are like really lucky, one sale like you can do. Now if you see like 100 hours, right? Like imagine for a whole month you're spending like 100 hours doing it, right? Now, you may or may not get any sale as well, and you are putting 100 hours in order to call. And if each call is going for like 1 hour or like 10 minutes or half an hour, you're spending so much of time. And the thing is, there is no leverage out there. The audience don't know who the hell you are, right? What is that like you serve? Why you have to trust? Whereas a great presentation, what it can do is you can bring all people together at once. You can tell about who you are, what you offer, what's your unique USP, why people have to trust. You can show your face to them. You can put out everything in a presentation, right? Imagine how the world can be. Imagine if you start working with me, what is the outcome like you'll be able to get. Now imagine like there is a webinar presentation, you brought like 1,000 people, 300 people showed up. Even if you are the world's worst salesman, right? If you can show people what problem they have, what solution you have, how you can take them from a point A to B in the least possible time, you can close the deal, right? Now, by having a great presentation, now imagine 10 sales, each product worth like $5,000. If you have, that's like $50,000. Imagine if you are selling something like $10,000, that's $100,000, right? That one methods does not burns you out, no much stress, and it is very easy because brute force can make you money once, but like leverage, if you see great people like Naveen Jain, Sam Altman, Anik Singhal, Alex Harmozy, right? Neville Ravikant. They all talk about this word like leverage 1,000 times, right? If you are stuck in the old way, it is time for you to upgrade for the new ways because from hard work to like smart work. Don't work hard. Hard work will to make you work so much hard and you get stressed out and like you get burnt out. Now, that is what I highly recommend you. Another example I'll tell you, the new way, like through the presentation, like podcasting, instead of doing 100 cold calls, right? Get on one podcast a day, right? Like 30 podcast a month and reach to like 100,000, 10,000 new people. See, the thing is, when you go on a podcast, you are already going with someone who already have an existing audience where people trust them, they like them, they support them, raving fans. And once you also go there, the authority is being distributed and they will tend to follow you, learn from you, get onto your email list, and one day they'll buy your product and service. See, you may not get the results like this, but eventually like you'll be able to get, right? There is something called instant gratification and long-term gratification. Brute force, you can call someone like 100 message, 100 calls, you can get some sale, but like a podcast or a presentation can help you make sales forever, right? And that is what I'm trying to tell you. And leverage makes you money forever. Now, that is what is the most important, because when you go, right, you are able to build trust, credibility, audience. People can see your body language, your intention, your why, and everything, right? And that is what authority based leverage is the fastest way to make more money and like more impact. Now, if you see like compound power, right? I believe Albert Einstein told there are seven wonders of the world, like Taj Mahal, the Great Wall of China, the bridge, and so on. Now, if you just see, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. If you just compounding from one to like if you just take 1 rupee or $1, and if you keep compounding by the day 30, it's almost like 43 crores, right? And that is what it is all about. It is all about like using the right leverage, and that is what can help you make more and bigger impact. And the leverage is the action. Every effort, leverage, sales, that is what can give you the highest level of like freedom. See what actually can make you richer, right? um, Building systems, right, having the right leverage, the one good presentation. Your business don't need like thousand different ways. If you see nowadays, lot of coaches, consultants that are telling do this, do that, go there, climb there, jump there, right? You don't need everything. You just need one proper good presentation, which is going to tell who you are, what you do, and what products you offer, and how you can help them. See, now is the best time. We are in the golden age, right? Global market access. You can literally sit anywhere in the world and access anyone in the world. AI tools 24 bar 7, and most of the tools you can start for free, low cost, high scalability, no permissions needed. Only thing is your commitment, your discipline, and your persistence. An action plan is like write down over here, right? What are the three skills like you have, which you can teach, which you can impact the world? Whether it's like playing the piano, whether you're teaching Excel, whether you're a doctor, want to help someone with whatever it is, like some eye problem or whatever it is, right? And choosing the vehicle, how do you want to give them as the product or service, as I told, information, service, software, or like a physical product. And building the sales system, the presentation, the video sales letter, and add automation to it. Once people watch it, they can book a call, just to make sure that once they have understood everything, the product, all to do payment. Once they're convinced watching the complete video and they want to work with you, they can hop on a call. Then you can send a Stripe link, PayPal, whatever, like Razorpay link, and they can join, right? And leverage AI. And like AI can do huge fulfillment work, right? Helping you right from the copywriting, offer creation, presentation, and everything, because you just are one system away from the freedom. Russell Brunson calls you're just one funnel away, and I call you are just one presentation away. Right. And with that being said, if you're still here, I truly appreciate for you for spending time over here, right? And if you want like a proper sales system so that you can make whatever you have done in your annually until now in the next 30 days, build a great irresistible offer, launch your proper challenge like a webinar funnel, and closing high ticket deals, comment fast track or like DM me directly. I'm opening 10 exclusive slots for those serious people who want to make 10x more impact, right? Because success isn't working harder, it's all like picking the right vehicle. And if you can show you have that energy, that stamina, that will, that determination, perseverance, I will help you like rock nothing like anything, right? And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Looking forward to talk to you, whoever want to work with us. If not, also just go and implement whatever shared with you. Do like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And let's make a world a better place to live. That's all for now. Have a phenomenal day. And yep, let's make a huge impact. Okay, guys, have a great day. Bye bye. See you all.